Hear that? The eerie drone of bagpipes echoes across the moors. The sound hangs heavy in the damp air, a mournful wail that seems to rise from the very earth. Close your eyes. Imagine a different time. Picture the rolling hills of ancient Britain, shrouded in mist, a land of dense forests and treacherous bogs. The Romans called it Caledonia. To them, it was a land at the edge of the world, a place of shadows and secrets. It was here, in this wild and unforgiving land, that the Ninth Legion vanished. They were the pride of Rome, veterans of countless battles, their banners heavy with glory. Then they marched into the mists and were never seen again. The Ninth Legion. Their name echoed with power. They were one of the most feared legions in the Roman army. Forged in the fires of battle, their eagle standard had flown high over countless victories. From the scorching sands of Africa to the frozen rivers of Gaul, they had fought and bled for Rome. The Ninth Legion were not just warriors, they were builders and engineers. They carved roads through wilderness and imposed order on chaos. Their arrival in Britain marked a turning point. This island, on the very fringe of the known world, would be brought to heel, or so it seemed. In the early 2nd century AD, the Ninth Legion marched north, their objective to crush the last vestiges of resistance in what is now Scotland. Led by the governor Agricola, they were confident of victory. They would soon learn that the north held dangers unlike any they had faced before. Reports filtered back from the frontier, stories of fierce tribes, painted blue, who fought with a terrifying ferocity. These were the Picts, masters of guerrilla warfare, who emerged from the mist to strike and then melt back into the wilderness. The Ninth Legion, used to open battle, found themselves fighting an elusive enemy on unfamiliar ground. Then, silence. The steady stream of reports ceased. No triumphant messages were sent back to Rome. No wounded veterans returned to tell tales of their exploits. The Ninth Legion, along with their baggage train, their slaves, and their horses, had vanished, swallowed whole by the mists and the mystery of the North. Where did they go? What fate befell them? These questions have haunted historians and storytellers for centuries. The mystery of the Ninth Legion has become a blank canvas onto which theories are painted, each more intriguing and chilling than the last. Some say the Ninth met its end in a single catastrophic battle. They envision a vast Pictish army pouring down from the hills, engulfing the Roman legions. The ground would have run red with blood, the air thick with the clash of steel and the screams of dying men. A few shattered weapons, unearthed centuries later, hint at a desperate last stand. Perhaps a Roman fort, overrun and burned, still lies buried beneath the soil, a silent testament to the legion's final hours. Was this a glorious last stand or a massacre? The earth holds its secrets close. Others whisper of a different end, a gradual decline in the face of relentless guerrilla warfare. They imagine the Ninth, their ranks whittled down by ambushes and attrition, slowly being driven mad by the constant fear of attack. The endless rain, the cold, and the ever-present enemy would have eroded their morale, leaving them vulnerable and afraid. Perhaps they succumbed to disease, their bodies wasting away in makeshift forts far from home. Or maybe they were betrayed, their allies turning on them in their hour of need. The possibilities are as endless as the rolling hills themselves. There are even whispers of a stranger fate. Some say the Legion was never destroyed at all. They believe that the Ninth, cut off from Rome, went native. Perhaps they integrated with the local tribes, their armor and weapons gradually replaced with the rough garb of the Celts. These theories point to the discovery of Roman artifacts far beyond the borders of the empire, hinting at contact and trade with distant cultures. Could the blood of the Ninth Legion still flow in the veins of the people of Britain today? The truth, as is often the case with events shrouded in time, remains elusive. The Ninth Legion vanished, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. Their disappearance serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of empires and the power of the unknown. But even in their absence, the Ninth Legion continues to exert a powerful hold on the imagination. They have become a symbol of mystery, a reminder that even the mightiest can fall, lost to the mists of time and legend. Did they meet a glorious end on the battlefield, their courage echoing through the ages? Were they slowly ground down by an unseen enemy, their bones left to bleach beneath the northern sun? Or did they simply fade into the landscape, their culture and traditions absorbed by the very people they had sought to conquer? The mystery endures, a tantalizing puzzle that continues to fascinate. The Ninth Legion may be gone, but they are far from forgotten. Their story serves as a reminder that history is not always written by the victors. Sometimes it is whispered on the wind, carried on the breath of myth and legend.